This is the Los Angeles River, and the locals call this particular section Frog Town. Now, I grew up a couple of blocks away, and during certain times of the year, this whole area was teeming with frogs. But now, for whatever reason, within the last 5 years, they have completely disappeared. At first, it was something that I didn't attach a lot of significance to, until I began to understand that local cases like this may be a part of a much bigger chain of problems. We're going to challenge ourselves to find out about what we can do right now to look beyond just our limited time on this planet to ensure the future of all life on Earth. I read recently that it only took 5 to 9 degrees to pull us out of the last ice age. Now, a couple degrees difference in today's temperatures may not seem like an emergency, but 5 to 9 degrees is all that separates our planet from catastrophic change. Much as the frog is a barometer of its habitat, a coral reef is a good measure of the health of an ocean. So when we come back, we'll go to an underwater habitat in the Florida Keys to see what scientists have to say. Earth Day's solution for 2000 is clean energy. Right now we're balancing on the edge of history. On one hand, the idea of progress, on the other, the depletion of the Earth's natural resources. The question is, can we have both? The rapidly expanding city of Atlanta seems to think so.
What America could be doing.
Mr. President, I want to thank you very much for your time. And as you know, I'm neither a politician nor a journalist, but being given the opportunity to sit down with you here and talk about an issue like global warming was an opportunity as a concerned citizen that I couldn't pass up.
Well, let me first of all thank you for your interest in this, because I think it's important that we get citizens more involved in it. And secondly, say I don't think it's all that controversial a topic among scientists. There are a few who say that it's not proven, but we know that the hottest years in recorded history, and certainly in the last 600 years, that 9 of the hottest 11 years have occurred in the last decade.
Why do you think this issue is so constantly overlooked, and why do you think people don't take it seriously enough? And for you, is it as important as something like health care or education?
Oh yes, over the long run, it's one of the 2 or 3 major issues facing the world over the next 30 years. I think it's because it takes a long time for the climate to change in a way that people feel it, and because it seems sort of abstract now.
What do you think the best course for American citizens is within the next 20 years as far as helping the environment is concerned?
I think what the most important thing we can do is that every citizen must first understand that he or she can do something about this, and it won't bankrupt them. They should have their homes, their cars, their businesses, everything they do should be oriented toward energy efficiency and alternative energy technologies. It needs to become a matter of citizen debate. So I think citizen action, and then citizens as voters, bring it into a political issue in the very finest sense. Those are the things that I think need to be done right now and for the next several years to get America on the right track.
Do you think we can eventually become a role model?
Absolutely. If we take this on the way we did the Industrial Revolution, the way we did the Information Technology Revolution, there will be an energy revolution in the 21st century that will save the planet and actually increase health and wealth.
As the debate surrounding global warming continues on, a recent study by government scientists suggests that the Earth's climate is, in fact, warming at an unprecedented rate. But it may be decades before we know the full impact of global warming. And by then, it may be too late for us to do anything about it. Now, there's a concept in the scientific community that goes something like this. Complex systems or large phenomena like El Nino can be started by a fluctuation as gentle as the flapping wings of a butterfly. It's a metaphor called the butterfly effect. Now, if we take that a step further, that means that the slightest action could have a negative effect on the planet, or in turn, it might result in something positive. The simple fact is that there's nothing to lose if we take preventative measures right now to save our planet, but there's a whole lot to lose if we don't.